Back to my channel. I'll be reacting to yet again Ace versus Natsu, and like I said in the other video, or probably didn't, Animation Rewind did do an Ace versus Natsu, but this time it's basically the same thing, but let's see if Animation Rewind's results, I'm not gonna say analysis, I don't know why, results are the same as Death Bells. But I am saying with Natsu, I mean, I still remember some things that they say about Natsu and Aces. Because again, with his fire form, he can be eaten by Natsu, but Natsu cannot touch him unless he kind of plays around with them and see his main weak point. But without further ado, let's begin the video right now. Been a little while since I watched Cartoon Fight Club. And I will also if you do go to the original video, I will be reacting to some of the newer ones. Like for example, Benny vs. Doodle Bob, and I believe Goku vs. Saitama Part 2. Or rematch, either one.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 123rd episode of Cartoon Fight Club. I'm your host, Animation Rewind.
This was like a long time ago.
Then be sure to check out the older content. But if you know how the game is played, then let's get ready for the fight. Tonight we have a collab animation between Natsumi 007 and King Ike 75. Nice. So if you enjoy what you see,
this was when I was trying to find the video as well. I did see Natsu versus Luffy, which I'll be reacting to that one also.
Natsu. With all this being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 123rd round of fighters. Alright, first up is Natsu, and last time Natsu was on here, he actually fought a Sonic OC. And I don't got a problem with Sonic OCs. Let's be honest here. Minion OCs are way better. I mean, just take a look at this one. Oh yeah, Blood Edge the Minion. This is the pinnacle of creativity. Please do not request any Blood Edge the Minion battles, because you do know if I get enough, it will become a thing on this channel.
Do it!
If there is a serious demand for Blood Edge the Minion, I will not hold that against the fans. But yeah, we're getting off track. Let's get back to Natsu.
Wait.
But most of
all, this one.
Take it easy. What the scallop?
I'm gay. Natsu
When you're gay, people get blown back.
You guessed it, Team Natsu.
What a scary and convenient name.
Dragon Slayers sent to the future from 400 years past to protect humanity.
Yeah, physical. Oh, physical form is 17.
Makes use of it in many different ways during combat. As with all Dragon Slayers, he can consume his respective element, with the exception of the organic fire that he creates to replenish his energy reserves. The heat of Natsu's fire increases in proportion to his emotional state. His ability to eat flames gives him immunity to most types of flames, including explosions, fire blasts, fire melee attacks, and many more. And it allows
anything that's fire related
from his lungs. This fire is exceptionally strong.
Wait, wing attack?
To a dragon's fire. Being able
okay, someone get the original Pokemon. Creators, we get a freaking Pokemon.
Fist and wing attack. Natsu's signature Dragon Roar allows him to quickly gather and release large quantities of flames from his mouth towards his heart. Natsu has proven himself to be incredibly durable. He has managed to take continual deadly assaults from foes and continue fighting. Natsu is an extremely proficient unarmed fighter, often using his Dragon Slayer magic in combination with punches, kicks, and even headbutts to combat his opponents to great effect. Such skill is paired with his amazing physical powers. Aside from his strength, Natsu has displayed high degrees of speed, agility, and reflexes. Now, he does have his fair share of drawbacks. As a Dragon Slayer, Natsu suffers from motion sickness. Natsu becomes sick from riding any form of transportation, even if the transportation happens to be other people, as shown when he was carried by Lucy. Overall, Natsu Dragneel is a legendary Dragon Slayer with enough firepower to...
This time, Animation Rewind did not talk about the overflow about him.
Ace.
Holy!
Ace is the son of pirate king and the adopted older brother of Luffy. Ace
Is
was
that
once the 2nd Division commander of the Whiteborn Pirates and a one-time captain of the State Pirates.
$500,000
Spoiler alert,
for
Ace
Ace?
is currently deceased. He sacrificed himself to protect his younger brother, but his death wasn't wasted as he drove Luffy to train for multiple years and allowed him to become strong enough to defend himself and his friends. Much like Luffy, Ace also gained his supernatural abilities through consuming devil fruit.
Yeah, they talk
Specifically
about
the
that
flame
too in
flame
the Death
fruit.
Bell.
Without
Like,
question,
is
this
it
fruit
automatic
gave Ace the
or
ability to
depending on your
control the
personality of your
flames from his
power?
body, coining the nickname Fire Fist Ace, and his signature punch is also
Pyrokinesis.
known as the Fire Fist. Aside from the powers granted by the devil fruit he consumed, Ace possesses immense physical strength. Ace demonstrated his strength during his battle with Blackbeard. He was able to take Blackbeard's punches, which were powerful enough to eventually have him cough up blood and nearly break his neck, but he still did survive, so that does count for something. Ace possesses Haoshoku Haki. This type of Haki allows the user to exert their willpower over others. It is
Wait,
said that
they
whoever
didn't
possesses
mention
this
that.
type of Haki has the qualities of a king. Going back to his fire abilities, he can create
Wait,
many
he
fire
does have
projectiles,
Haki.
can use
The freaking
flames
Death
as a
Bell
street
ripped him
boost,
off.
and is powerful enough to destroy
Why
the
didn't
entire
they give him
stadium
the
with one
Haki
hit.
ability?
However, much like actual fire, he does have his fair share of setbacks. Ironically, for someone who constantly sails the seas, Ace cannot swim, and he's highly vulnerable to sea stone. If more than his body is covered in water, his body will become immobilized and it will be very difficult for him to move. Ace's fire can also easily suffocate if it's covered by many stronger elements such as magma. Overall, Ace is a highly skilled pirate who uses fire-related attacks to win
that's
his
sad.
battles. However,
Sonic,
his fire also
Sonic,
has
your
its
great new
elemental
brother,
drawbacks. And
Ace.
now, let's get ready for the fight.
He can't
This
swim,
battle will
neither
take
can
place
Sonic.
on Earth without prep. Let the battle
no prep.
begin.
How come my ears? Okay, so if we beat this dude Ace, alright, let's move. Oh boy, you're gonna be. I'm not. I'm gonna tell Ace. Not Ace. I don't know why I say Ace. Happy, let's take a break. I'm tired. Okay, since you're resting. No! Finally, something to eat. Yeah! He got fish. Yeah, you guys give me that. I'm gonna blow you away. I'm doing that so easy. I think I like the animation. I think I like this animation better than Death Bell. I just like it better. I don't know why. I like it better. It's more realistic. Yeah, more realistic. Actually, Death Bell's, his was actually much, Natsu was actually much shorter than his. Fire. Oh, you can. Wait, Happy, why are you in here? Not to get him. Hey, we got some roasted cat.
Oh yeah, Mr. Crab.
I'm reacting to that one next. Just know I cannot leave it off like that. You know what? Why not? I'll merge them too.
And the winner is
it next?
Natsu.
Oh, yep,
Now,
it's
before we
next.
discuss why, I want to give
Yeah,
two shout-outs to the
I'll
animators,
merge these two
Natsu
together.
007 and King Ike 75.
Good job.
Don't judge a book by its cover. The names of the animators had nothing to do with this fight. The researchers are the winners. And who says you can't fight fire with fire? Our winner is Natsu, and here's why. Yes, Natsu's fire attacks on Ace will be virtually useless towards him. And vice versa, Ace's fire attacks will be virtually useless against Natsu, or wouldn't. We'll get back to that in a little bit, but from an offensive perspective only, we had to find advantages based on each character's abilities and skills that don't include fire, and from a defensive perspective, we had to figure out how each character uses their fire. When it comes to fighting skill, these two are pretty much neck and neck. They're both respective
Why
captains
does
of
that
their
bell?
own
Well,
trade,
yeah,
and they both
the
know how to fight it
episode
out.
which
This becomes much
is more
clear when we factor
earlier
how
than.
each of their fire is powered up
I mean,
and how efficiently their energy is used. Ace's fire is
Sorry to stop you right now. I was saying why did this bell lie? Which I realized that Animation Rewind's Ace versus Natsu is more earlier than theirs. I just realized that. Alright, let's go.
generated naturally from his body, and the flame fruit has been stated and shown many times that it's weaker to stronger elements such as magma. However,
In
most
water.
of Natsu's fire abilities is generated and upgraded from absorbing outside sources. Basically, each time Ace attacks Natsu with fire, Natsu can easily absorb that and power up from it. On the other hand, each time Natsu attacks Ace with fire, Ace can only deflect it. Sure, the attacks won't hurt Ace, but it won't exactly help him either like they would help Natsu. In the long run, this is easily going to give Natsu many advantages on the battlefield, because with more fire, Natsu can do grander and wider styles of attacks. As Natsu grows stronger, Ace will only grow weaker as he tires out. Since Ace's body works similar to the life of a flame, as the fight draws out, Ace will lose stamina and his power will weaken. There will eventually be a point where Natsu will be strong enough and Ace will be weak enough that Natsu can go and take Ace out physically. And remember, Ace actually died before from a strong physical magma punch. So I certainly do think once his stamina is worn down, Natsu will have the opportunity to finish the job. Now this scenario only plays out in this fashion because neither characters had prep time to know how their opponent's fire powers work. So if you do want to see a rematch with prep time, which will do away the fire out scenario, all you gotta do is like
What
this
just
video.
that?
If this video gets 10,000 likes, there will
Okay,
be
I'm
a
like
rematch. Also, please comment down your own ideas for future episodes of Cartoon Fight Club. And stay tuned, because the next fighters are going to be
I really don't care.
revealed.
Wait, isn't that one Mario
On
versus
the next
Luigi? Or
episode
Mario and
of
Luigi
Cartoon
versus
Fight Club.
Mario and Luigi versus. I just saw it. I just saw it. Just shut up, Dad. Just shut up. Now we're doing Luffy versus Natsu. This time we're doing Luffy versus Natsu. I'm going with Luffy on this because, okay, when you think about it, doesn't rubber deflect, or doesn't rubber have no effect? I mean, doesn't fire have no effect against rubber? If I'm wrong, comment down below, or I'll just find it out.
The free iOS and Android game. Download this app.
Oh God, that's Squidward from that episode. I believe where SpongeBob him with the door and he looks flawless.
It's what sexy Squidward would want you to do. You can greatly help this channel by downloading this free app now. Click the
Oh my
link in the
God.
description below.
Oh yeah, like sexy Squidward wants you. Alright, let's go. Let's do
Be sure to
this.
check out the older content, but if you know
Oh,
how
the
this
same
game is
guy.
played, then
Not
let's
to me,
get ready
007.
for the
Nice.
fight. Tonight's episode was animated by Natsu 007. So if you enjoy what you saw, head on over to his channel and subscribe. Speaking
Talking a
of
little
tonight's
fast.
battle, we have a hot-headed anime match between Natsu and Luffy. With all this being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 157th round of fighters.
Alright, good try.
Natsu
Let's
is a
keep up.
mage of the Fairy Tale Guild, and he's a member of, you guessed it,
Oh my
Team
God, my
Ace.
head hurts
Having
already
originally
just by listening to
died 400 years
just
ago,
by listening
he was
to
among
his
the 5
name
dragon
3
slayers
times in a
sent to the
row.
future from 400 years past to protect humanity.
Yeah, but doesn't
Natsu
fire
was a
have no
master of
effect against
fire,
rubber?
dragon
If I'm
slayer
wrong,
magic.
comment
It
that
makes use of
comment that
many
down
different
below,
ways
or
during
probably that will
combat. As with all
pop
dragon
up
slayers,
earlier
he
in
can
the thing,
consume his respective
in the
elements, with the
analysis
exception of the organic fire that
post
he creates
pre-analysis,
to replenish his
post
energy
analysis
reserves. The heat of Natsu's
results
fire increases
results,
in proportion to his
which I
emotional
do know a little
state.
bit more
His
about
ability to eat flames gives him
Luffy.
immunity to most types of flames, including explosions, fire blasts, fire melee attacks, and many more. And it allows him to spew
I do know a little
fire
bit more
arrows
about
from his
Luffy, and I
lungs.
did
This fire is exceptionally strong, equivalent to a
heard some
dragon's fire,
analysis
being
other
able to
than
even
animation
burn through
rewind.
metal. Natsu can perform many
So
abilities
I'm
such as
just
the
going
fire
to
dragon's roar, claw,
Not Luffy, because I do not remember who won because it was like a long time ago.
Large quantities of flames from his mouth towards his target. Natsu has
I'm
proven himself to be
hoping
incredibly durable. He has
Luffy
managed to
wins.
continue
I'm hoping.
deadly assaults
I don't remember
from
it's a
foes
long
and
episode,
continue fighting.
like a
Natsu
long
is
time
an
ago.
extremely proficient unarmed fighter, often using his dragon
Oh,
slayer
just
magic
wait
in
until
combination with punches, kicks, and even headbutts to command his opponents
just
to
wait
great
until this
effect.
draws out
Such
so I can
skill
just
is
listen
paired
about
with his amazing
Luffy.
physical powers. Aside from his strength, Natsu has displayed high degrees of speed, agility, and reflexes. Now, he does have his fair share
There
of
we go,
drawbacks.
finally,
As a
going
Dragon
down.
Slayer, Natsu suffers from motion sickness. Natsu becomes sick from riding any form of transportation, even if the transportation happens to be other people, as shown when he was carried by Lucy. Overall, Natsu Dragu is a legendary Dragon Slayer with enough firepower to literally destroy an island and is practically immune to fire. The full story of Monkey D. Luffy is far too long to tell you in about one paragraph.
Thank you,
So I'm going to do
finally.
everyone a favor and let you know
I
the
found a way
important
up to
information.
Luffy.
He gained his stretching abilities after eating a rare devil fruit known as the Gum Gum fruit. After eating this, his body became very
Gum
resolute,
Gum,
allowing him
oh.
to stretch and attack from long distances.
Wait, what was it called? The
Having
Gum
undergone
Pistol, I
intense
believe?
training for over 10 years,
Gum
Luffy is now
no.
able to supplement his stretching
Something
powers with immense strength,
fucked it up.
agility, and creativity during combat. His fighting style is largely improvised and thus relies heavily on his devil fruit powers. As stated, Luffy regularly uses his powers in very creative
gear
ways. He's able to
2, 3,
elastically
and
stretch
4.
his limbs and whip them
He has
around to gain
gear 2, 3,
tremendous
and 4, and I believe all the
velocity.
hockey
His fists towards
ability.
his enemies deal devastating impacts and blows. Thanks to his rubber body, he's also extremely durable and virtually immune to blunt attacks such as bullets, punches, and even electricity. More often
Wait,
than not,
isn't
these attacks
technical electricity like just very high power fire?
The attack cancellation happened so much, it essentially became a running gag throughout the story. Besides his signature stretching, Luffy has two other tricks up his sleeve. These include his gear shifting abilities and his awakened hockey abilities.
Yeah.
The gear shifting allows Luffy to control his blood and inner body to massively improve his strength and growth. There are 4 different types of gear, and each gear has something slightly different to offer. The strongest gear, being Gear 4, can literally inflate Luffy's muscular structure. Along with his gear shifting, Luffy can use Haki to help him win battles. Haki is a mysterious power that is found in every living being throughout the world. Haki is separated into 3 categories. Kenbun Shoku Haki, which grants users a sixth sense to the world around them.
So kind of like a
Shoku
space,
Haki, which allows the
space
user to use
sense.
their spirit as armor and defend themselves against attacks, and How Shoku Haki, which is a rare type of Haki that only a 1 in a million can use, and this grants the user the ability to overpower the will of others. Overall, Luffy is a skilled
I feel like that would
and
come in play.
with immense stretching, gear shifting, and Haki abilities. And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth with no prep. Let the battle begin.
Come on, Luffy. Your brother died, so you gotta avenge him. Oh, I think I just made a pun. Avenge, Avenger. Just got that. Oh, the game actually changed it. Hey, who woke me up from my slumber? Oh, you're the bastard who killed that dude. Doesn't matter, who are you? I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and you killed my brother. Your brother murdered my cat. Give me his. Oh, I didn't read that. Oh, that's cool. Animation Rewind's voice was in there. Come on, Luffy. Get my hairs in this. Hey, where'd the fire come from? Oh, no. Oh, he's not dead. Is he? Darn you, darn you hippies, get alone. Strong pirate, could you handle this? Wait, wouldn't electricity be useless because it's Oh. I mean, because his body is immune to that? Oh! He brought Gear 4 into this! You avenged though! But oh my god, they brought Gear 4 into it. Nice job. I love Gear 4. Alright, I was right.
And the winner is Luffy. Now, before we discuss why, I want to give a huge shout out to the battle animator, Natsu 007. If you enjoyed what you saw, head on over to his channel and subscribe. And our winner is Luffy. Natsu isn't going to go down easy, and he's going to put up a very stubborn and worn-out fight against Luffy.
Yeah,
but when
that's
push
true.
comes to shove, Luffy holds significant advantages over Natsu,
Speed.
and we can go over each one and why they ultimately give Luffy the edge. The first and biggest thing is Luffy's speed. The
Thought so.
fastest we've seen Luffy go is 186,000 miles per second, which is shown when he dodged multiple point-blank laser shots. Now, this speed can only happen in short bursts, as he can only go this fast with precognition via observation haki. But these short blitzes are more than enough to escape all the critical attacks from Natsu and to hit Natsu in places that he just won't see coming. The fastest thing we've seen Natsu do is travel the distance of the Tower of Heaven in under 1 second. This tower is at least 10,000 feet tall. We can estimate this height because the thin type of cirrus clouds around the tower only form that thin and at least 10,000 feet in the air, and that's the lowest. To travel 10,000 feet per second would put Natsu at roughly 6,800 miles per hour.
Ooh, that's
and
close.
With his Dragon Force, he can triple his physical stats, which means at his fastest, he can hypothetically reach around 20,000 miles per hour, or about Mach 27. Traveling Mach 27 is very fast, but when compared to the speed of Luffy, he's still 32,000 times slower than Luffy. It is really tough to fathom how much faster that can be, but let me give you an example. The fastest snail can travel at 0.3 miles per hour. A Ferrari F12 can reach speeds of 211 miles per hour, making the Ferrari 703 times faster. A Ferrari is about 700 times faster than a snail.
Whoever watching this in like cars,
2,000 times faster than Natsu. If I asked you if a snail would be fast enough to outrace a Ferrari, all of you with a brain would say no without any question. So
I think even Patrick Star can say no, a snail is slower than a car.
His rubbery body would even be able to block Natsu's lightning-style attacks, and he could
So.
easily dodge the rest. Natsu may have the edge in skill and experience, being far older and wiser, but Luffy on a physical level is just too much for Natsu to keep up with, making the winner of this battle, Luffy. Now, if you want to see a sudden death between the Straw Hat Pirates and Team Fairy Tail, all you gotta do is like this video.
This one now?
If this video gets 15,000 likes, there will be a sudden death. Also, please comment down below ideas and stay tuned because the next fighters are going to be revealed.
Yeah, everyone don't care. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I want to do those two because since he did Luffy versus Natsu.
You're so clever. Here's money
Who is it?
for you.
That's
And
true.
as a bonus, I get to kill Batman.
Your next shredder. Fools. The mere four of you
Oh, I react to this one. Nice.
are defeating me.
Oh, so I react to this one. Nice. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I want to merge these two videos together since it was Natsu versus Ace, and then since he did Natsu versus Luffy, I thought, oh yeah, just might as well merge those two together and bada bing bada boom. There you go. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Please punch that like button, phone, computer, tablet, whatever you use to watch this video. Punch like button. And also, I will be posting this video Sunday or next day, whatever. wherever you live. Please punch that like button, phone, computer, tablet, wherever you still watch this video. Punch that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Recent video will be down in the description below. And comment down below what do you want me to react to, and I'll react to it whenever I get the time. Good night, everybody. Peace out. Damn.